everyone, welcome to Friday Favorites. This is the last episode of May. So we're gonna do a little bit of a May recap of just like what my favorite things for the month were, and then also just like favorites from the week. Obviously I didn't post a Friday Favorites last week. I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling inspired, and I literally had nothing to talk about. Was I on my period? Maybe. So anyways, I've got some fun things to talk about. So let's hop right into it. First and foremost, I did buy a new notebook, okay? It is the little things in life. And I think every time I buy a new notebook, it goes to show I feel inspired. So whenever I feel like I've got a new idea, a new project, a new life phase, I buy a new notebook. This is my notebook. I got it from Target. She's really cute. I specifically wanted one that had the spiral like this, that you open it over top like a notepad. I didn't really want this size or high quality of a notebook. I really just wanted a Walmart brand one, but I went to Target and they didn't have $1 ones like this. This one was $8, but it's got this cute little toile, I don't know, design on it. And it's hardy, it's hardy. You hear that? Some hard cardboard there with some cute blue countryside houses, okay? What's in the notebook is important. Today, I started kind of like a daily to-do. I'm needing more structure in my life. I am needing a breakdown of what I need to accomplish. I need a schedule. I have my to-do. I put the date, written out the times, okay, of what I need to do at what time to keep myself on track, on schedule. I did that when I first woke up and got on the couch this morning, but I also have all my favorites written right here. This is what I'll be talking off of. I love having something in my hands to just kind of go off of. So this is my first favorite with this notepad, is my new 10-pack, the world's best pencil, Ticonderoga. It's actually the best pencil. I've just been wanting to write with a pencil lately. As adults, we get free pens. You write with pens all the time. You sign things with pens. You never get to use a pencil anymore. And I do have some mechanical pencils that I like, but there's something about just an old school wooden pencil with a quality eraser, smoothly writes, and a fun design too. Fun colors, fun design. It just hits, okay? It brings you back to those school days. So I bought this pack at Target yesterday, and it has they're really cool designs. They're monochrome. This one's purple. I've got green and blue and orange and yellow. I needed a pencil, okay? I love that I can erase with a pencil. Too many times I write things down on a calendar and it changes. And then you're scribbling it out or whiting it out. There's nothing like a pencil. It truly is the small things. It truly is the small things. Fun colors, okay? They had some pastels. They had this fun two-tone. They had some vibrant colors, but this is feeling right. This is feeling right, okay? Now it's time for a story time, because this was one of my favorite moments from this week, and it was a silly moment. Doordash is probably my choice food provider when it comes to, home delivery of food. In my area, there is a drone delivery option. I had never used the drone delivery option before, and I was like, screw it, it's time. I've got some Doordash credits. The weather is beautiful. It's time to test it out. Also, for context, on the map, there were trees before we moved in here, but when we moved in, they got rid of the trees. So my front yard's wide open, my driveway is open. But before that, the only clear place for a drone to land on the map was my neighbor's driveway. Neighbors were gone this week. We're friendly. I'm looking for packages for them. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have my food delivered at the driveway. I'll just go over there and get it. That way they're not like, why is she in my driveway? Fast forward to ordering my kava via drone. I get a notification, drone's on its way. I go over there, make Reed come with me. Drone is up in the air, lowering down, about to drop my food. It lowers it on this big wire. It's lowering it awfully close to the fence line to the other neighbor. Lowers it, lowers it, lowers. It drops in my neighbor's backyard, my other neighbor's backyard. A locked perimeter area. I've never talked to these neighbors. It didn't even look like anyone was home. I'm in a predicament. Do I jump over the fence or do I go knock on the door and bother them with my drone delivery? I go over. I don't feel right about hopping fences, okay? I'm not too confident in that. And so I went over to my neighbor, I knocked on the door. The drone was kind of loud, it's a high-powered drone. So I figured maybe they heard it. Their door was open, but the glass door was there. So I knock. Unfortunately, this little lady comes around the corner. Hello? She's giving us a stank eye. She's like, who are these people? I've never seen you before. I start to say, hi, I'm your neighbor. I just had my food delivered with a drone and it landed. She stops me right there. She's like, huh? Can't hear ya. Speak up. I tried that in a couple different ways about 3 times. And finally I said, can I get in your backyard? There's something there I need to get. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so apologetic. And she's like, I bet you are. This isn't looking good for me, She comes outside in her house shoes with her cane and she has to manually unlock her, a lock on her backyard. All this time I'm apologizing, trying to explain the drone situation away. How do you explain to an 80 or 90-year-old that a drone has dropped your food order in their backyard? They're thinking you're crazy. She opens it up, I walk over there, I get my food, I come back and I'm like, I am so sorry. By the way, my name is Hannah. Anytime you need us, anytime you need a young body to get something for you or a tall person, please let us know. We will help you at any time. And then, she said, I'm sorry for being short earlier. I just didn't understand the situation. I don't know you guys. Long story short, don't know that I'll be ordering via drone anytime soon. I was in contact with drone support during the time afterwards, and so hopefully they'll change the drone drop-off location to something more convenient for me and my neighbors. That was kind of a favorite moment of the week, I guess. Very interesting story. Yeah, so Doordash, do better. Next on the docket via my notepad. One of the reasons I didn't post last week is because I got a job, no longer unemployed. I'm really excited and looking forward to my job. There is training involved and stuff, so I'm kind of studying some things. I guess I'm gonna gatekeep what my job is for now. Next up, I went to Target, as you can tell, with my notepad and pencils. I've never tried the Bloom energy sticks. Really Candelani News. I like the Bloom energy. I like Celsius, but they're expensive and honestly I don't drink them enough to just have a can or so in my fridge. I don't know. It just I feel I'm saving them up for a special occasion and I really don't need a full Alani rocket fuel in my system every single day. So I'm trying out these Bloom energy sticks. First off, it's cheaper than buying a can of it. You can buy just unflavored sparkling water and mix these with it and it's you have your own can. Not only are they portable, you can bring them with you anytime and just kind of bust them up in a water bottle. I liked these flavors. Okay, this is Shirley Temple, raspberry lemon, and strawberry watermelon. All amazing flavors. I had the Shirley Temple today. So good. I actually bought a whole pack of just the Shirley Temples and then I was like, screw it, I'll try some other flavors. This is the splash pack and it's so delicious. I originally bought them because I thought it was electrolyte and energy. No, this is just energy, but probiotics because there's apple cider vinegar in it. I don't know. I just find that interesting. There's L-theanine in it, so it's good for a calming, kind of thing, I guess. B12, B2, B6. Yeah, I don't know. A new fun drink thing. The caffeine's derived from natural things, coffee bean extract. I really liked it. There's something also about drinking this instead of drinking coffee. I know that it's more caffeine, but it feels less bad for you or harsh on your stomach because, if I drink coffee in the morning along with water, it still is kind of a lot on my stomach, I feel like. I also saw these. This is the brand Create. And if you know, I think it was a couple Fridays ago, I talked about how creatine's a new favorite of mine. There's some good benefits with it. If you're working out, it's good for muscle recovery, stuff like that. This is creatines plus electrolytes. And really I was looking for electrolyte drinks. So I was like, I'll give them a try. And I had I think it was the watermelon flavor. So good. Tastes like an Airhead. Also delicious. I had it after a long run today. I feel good. I feel hydrated. I feel no cramps. So I don't know. I need to sneeze. Allergies are still killing me. When you're waiting for that sneeze to come and it just teases you? It's coming any second now. All right, I also talked in my last Friday favorites about this book, Yesteryear, and I started it. Can't confirm, love it, it's really good. I am reading it pretty slow. I'm about 100 pages in. Very interesting, it's got me hooked. I haven't been bored. The similarities to a certain influencer are shockingly a little too close for comfort. Okay, I really like this though, and I can't wait to finish it. I feel like at this rate, I'll finish it in 2 weeks, maybe a week, if I give it more time. This is my new pocket calendar, and I love it. It goes from July 2026 through June 2028. So I haven't really been able to use it much yet, being that we're still like a month or two away. But I've started writing some stuff down, which has been fun, and I like how small it is. I feel like I can put this in my purse or like my tote bag, reference it at any time. Also love that I can use my pencils to write and erase things as they change. Yeah, I've been writing down some like summer travels, weddings, and birthdays, and there's just something fun about a calendar. I find whenever I buy like a big planner or like a planner that's maybe like this size, it's too overwhelming, and it's like kind of intimidating because it's like, okay, now I have to have my entire days planned out every single day, and I'd rather put my to-do list on just a plain piece of paper than in a calendar. Then I'm like referencing that calendar, and then if I also want to like write other notes, I feel like I can't do it in the planner. So anyways, this has been fun because it's just month to month, and it's really cute and thin. Another thing I bought at Target yesterday is this new nail polish color, and this is from Essie. It's the glass nails, so they're kind of like, what's the word? Glassy? Dewy, jelly, and this is the shade Highroller. I love the idea of like having a shade of nail polish that I always have on my nails. Like if I stuck to one nail polish and just lived with that color for months and months and months, and it became like a part of me, like a signature color. I kind of like that, and I kind of want to like start a challenge with myself. Make this my nail polish color until I run out of it. Kind of crazy. I just love trying out different nail polish like colors though, is the hard part of that. Does that make sense? Okay, my last favorite for this Friday, before going into a short little quick monthly recap, okay? Followed by Rose and Thorns. Can't forget that. I'm from Oklahoma, okay? And I'm a Thunder fan, okay? I am an Oklahoma City Thunder fan through and through. This Spurs Thunder series happening right now. We've got Game 7 coming up tomorrow night, and I'm really scared, but I'm really excited. There's a lot of pressure on this game. We've got to win if we want to go to the finals again, and I truly believe that we can beat the Knicks. I really think the Knicks suck, and they've kind of like had some bad teams they've played against to get to the finals, and I really feel like the finals should be the Spurs versus the Thunder, because like they're the two best teams in the league. That's what it comes down to. If we can pull off a win in OKC on Saturday, then we will win the finals. That's what I believe. I'm really nervous though. Spurs are really good. You gotta give it to them. We're playing a really aggressive, really physical game, and if we're hitting, then I think we'll win. Okay, that's all I've got to say about that. Now it's time for me to go over music I've been consuming, movies I've been watching, and TV shows I've been watching. If you look on my letterbox, I have watched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 movies this month. We started off with Devil Wears Prada 2. It was good. Okay. Then we've got Primal Fear, a stinker of a movie, so bad. Then we have Hokum. Scary. Very scary, very good. It felt like a Halloween movie. Why was it out in May? I don't know. But it was good. Number 5, rewatched One Battle After Another with my mother, who hadn't seen it yet. And like, not as good the second time around. I was like raving about it the first time around, but second time around, it was good. Not like amazing like I thought it was first time. Watched Testaments of Anne Lee with my mom. Anytime I'm with my mom, we're watching a lot of movies, okay? I watched Testament of Anne Lee. It was interesting. Then we watched Greenland 2, Migration. Really good movie, honestly, like pretty good. And then, oh my gosh, me and Reed watched There's Something About Mary, and I've been wanting to watch this for a long time. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I've never like actually sat down and watched the entire movie all the way through. 5 stars. So freaking good, so funny. Like, it was just so funny. And then last but not least, we watched The Apprentice, which it's like about Donald Trump and his mentor, Roy Cohen. Feel how you want to feel about Donald Trump, but Sebastian Stan did a really good job portraying him. It started out with like the small mannerisms, and then by the end of the movie, full-blown Donald Trump. He did a great job. It was really interesting actually to learn kind of about a backstory of Donald Trump. Like, it almost made me feel bad for him at one point, and then like the scene happens where he's like, I can't even say, and you're like, oh, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. So yeah, it was interesting. It was very interesting. And tonight we're gonna go see Backrooms, and I'm really excited because it seems like freaky and like a thriller. There's a lot of kind of scary movies in theaters right now. I don't like, why is that happening in May? I don't get it. Music, I seriously have been obsessed with Casey Musgrave's album still. It's really good. Like, straight bops. Every single one of them, really good. I just like can't get into Drake anymore. I don't know. I wish I could. I need to listen to more music. I really do. But it's summer, and summer just makes me want to listen to like yacht rock and Jimmy Buffett and stuff like that at the pool. Moving on to TV shows, I'm on the 2nd season of Mad Men right now. It's really got my attention. I'm really liking it. I'm almost actually done with season 2. Summer House Reunion Part 1. Couldn't watch it more than 2 minutes at a time without like pausing to like regroup and gather myself. So I was like nauseous watching the first part. Nauseous, screaming, yelling. I'm watching Into the City, but it hasn't been fun. I love that we're getting more Lindsay Hubbard, but there's just some guys on there that you're like, why? Why not someone cooler? Andrea, I love having Andrea on my screen again though. Also been watching Real Housewives of Rhode Island. It's been fun. It's been fun, I think. I'm really liking these girls. All right, Rose and Thorn from this week. This is a good one. We'll start with the Thorn. We lost power on Monday this last week because literally rainstorm out of freaking nowhere. Then we lost power for an hour, which is silly. And that's when I started my book. So that's like, you know, you get rain and then you start reading a book that you really like. Really last week, and has bled into this week a little bit, is I felt like I have serious brain fog. I don't know why. I also think it was because I was on my period. I'm breaking that cycle. I'm going to bed at a decent hour, getting my 8 hours of sleep. I am starting to give myself a schedule, okay? I made a schedule of what my ideal day looks like, and it's kind of silly, but I'm gonna start trying to live by this schedule. You know, write down to do what I want to do, even if it's nothing like crazy, just little things. Writing down what I want to do hour by hour so I don't end up scrolling on my phone. Gonna get off my phone and stop scrolling. I gave myself time to scroll on my phone at noon, okay? I don't want to even look at social media until noon. Okay, maybe in the afternoon. And waking up earlier too. When you don't wake up early, you feel like half the day is gone, and then you're just kind of like, I guess I'll try again tomorrow. Anyways, those are my Thorns. May kind of flew by, but it wasn't bad. Rose, I worked out consistently this week, which raising those endorphins, moving your body, breaking a sweat, makes you feel better. It really does. Guys, I hate that that's the truth, but it really makes you feel better. I also replanted a plant I've been meaning to do for a few weeks now. This is a snake plant that I rescued from my brother and sister-in-law. Replanted it, cut off some of the dead part. I chopped it down. I did learn though that snake plants, like they will never regrow a tip, so you have to cut it into that shape, unfortunately. So I'm gonna trim them to be pointy, but hopefully she thrives. Hopefully she's gonna do good. I got the potting soil yesterday at Target along with this. This was on sale for $150, $1.50. Also, apparently snake plants are good for purifying air and they don't need much light, which good. I don't have room next to a window for this anyways. So it's always fun to get your hands dirty and plant something. And then my other rose is that I swam this last week and played golf and had a good day. So good days just make you feel good. That's what the weekend's all about, is having like a good, relaxing, fun day to charge you up for the next week. All right, guys, that's my Friday favorites. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Have a good weekend. See you next week. Love ya. Bye.